the model is about resolving a problem. There are many models you can use, apply to resolve one problem. You can use different models depending on which one you prefer. But let me quickly give you the understanding of what we've been involved with. We are in the process with the United Kingdom, but it is not the first. In fact, this also came from something else we tried to handle together with the partners. It was the situation of Libya, for example. In Libya, there were people, mainly Africans, going through Libya, intending to cross, or some of them did that Mediterranean, they crossed the Mediterranean. Some didn't survive, many actually didn't. Others continued crossing. Then many more got stuck in Libya with the situation that developed there. So in 2018, I happened to be the chair of the African Union. And I brought to the table for discussion how we could be helping on our continent. The aim is not to have people running away from the continent, going somewhere else in a disorganized way or in an illegal way, or causing death and mayhem. One way of preventing that is to find the kind of investments we could make to actually retain these people, give them employment, give them opportunities, schools for young people, and so on and so forth. So we can't just keep being worried about people leaving the continent without understanding the cause and trying to fix the cause. So that is what we put on the table. And in the process, working with international partners, we said we wanted to not only talk about a formula or a model, as you said, without participating in it ourselves. So we said we could bring these migrants who are stuck in Libya, or others arriving, and so on and so forth. Let's do one thing. We said Rwanda offers that they could be brought here. Being brought here means to be processed or to be taken through a process that can address the problem, instead of being stuck in Libya or crossing Mediterranean and perishing there. 3 things we proposed. Said if we bring them here, certainly we shall provide a better environment than they are facing in this chaos in Libya. Second, in another fashion, if there are countries that want to take in their countries these people, or some of them, the UNHCR, the IOM, they could then, in another fashion, process. If country X in Europe can take 10 or 100 or 200, process it properly, and then they are taken there. Among these people, if there are those who discovered they made a mistake of rushing into Libya, wanting to cross, and now are tired and want to go back home, to be taken back home, then they will also be processed and taken back home in another fashion. The third category would be, there will be those who don't find people to take them to Europe, for example, or they don't want to go back home. We even offered, they said they can stay here until they find what to do or where to go. But when they are in a safe environment, because Libya, where they were, there was no safe environment. That's what we offered, that's what we did, and so far we have processed with UNHCR and other institutions, we have processed over 2,000 people. They've been brought here, the UNHCR helped, they bring them, they charter planes, they ferry them to this place, and we have prepared a place where they stay for as long as that is necessary. And this has worked on a small scale, of course. So this is what the UK got to know about and approached us to say, can we have so many people coming in a very, most of them illegally, others in a very bad way, or whatever it was. There are even human traffickers who smuggle people into countries. So I think learning from this, we agreed we could still have another way of doing things. But this time, the people that are being sorted out, in most cases, are already in the UK. So really, most of the things that have to be done are with the United Kingdom. For us, we are just participants and offering this facility. We called it migration partnership, also associated with development. The one thing we did, we say, okay, for us, we are a small country, we have no resources. We are happy to play part, but we don't have money to feed these people, to do this, to invest in. So the money that is being talked about in this is money to help Rwanda settle these people. In fact, the UK would look after these people, but in a wider context, develop the environment, meaning they contribute, as they have done even before, to the development of Rwanda to be able to carry this burden. If this model works for any other person, or for us, as you have seen, you bring people here, but you must foot the bill of their stay here. For us, we're offering, they don't have to pay for oxygen, which they breathe when they are around here. There are things they don't have to pay for, and they don't even pay for security, which we provide our own citizens. But in terms of livelihood, we are not a country with resources to do this kind of work, looking after people who are in this state, because we already have limited resources to look after our own people. So, but this is what it is.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I think I'm a king,